Welcome aboard the brand new Norwegian Luna. My name is Brandon, and today I'll be taking you on a deck-by-deck tour from top to bottom of the newest ship currently in the Norwegian Cruise Line fleet. Let me know you enjoyed today's tour by leaving a like down below, and of course, don't forget to subscribe for all the upcoming footage and videos from the Norwegian Luna. Anyways, let's start up on deck number 19 forward with Horizon Park. This is a sun deck relaxation area, not a whole lot going on up here, but a really great place to sit back and relax on a sea day. At the bottom of the stairs to get up to Horizon Park is going to be the kids' splash pad on deck number 18 forward, along with another sun deck that surrounds it. Before we get too far in today's tour, if you're looking for the best deal possible on your next cruise on board Norwegian Luna or any cruise ship, be sure to use that affiliate link down below in the description and book your next cruise with my friends at Cruises It, as it directly supports the channel, and they're going to get you the best deal on your next cruise. Moving down 1 to 17 forward, we have the Game Zone. This is a massive arcade here at the front of the ship. There's a wide variety of things to do here in the Game Zone, so you can either do virtual reality, there's even a mini bowling alley, old school gaming, even some claw machines, and even some of these old school games like Donkey Kong are free to play, which is always really cool. Also on 17 forward, completely surrounding the Game Zone, is the Observation Lounge. And don't worry, there is no noise pollution that comes in from that massive arcade. None of that will leak into the Observation Lounge, so it's always nice and quiet up here. There's a lot of seating here in the Observation Lounge, so pull up a chair and enjoy the view on a sea day, or even look at the mountains here that we have in St. Thomas today. You'll even find a small snack bar here, so you can grab yourself some water, coffee, and even in the morning they'll have things like croissants, egg bites, and even more. And of course, the Observation Lounge would not be complete without a bar. Moving on out to 17 midship, we'll find the main pool deck with a lot of different seating, so you can enjoy the view on a sea day, and there is plenty of loungers. A nice large main pool, which is actually larger than the pool you'll find on Prima and Viva, the older sister ships in the Prima class. So a nice welcome addition with the larger pool and the larger pool deck here. So there's lots more seating than you would find on some of the older Prima ships. Right in the center, we'll find the Waves pool bar, so grab yourself a poolside drink and enjoy a relaxing day at sea. And right next to it is some outdoor seating for Palomar, which we'll get to in a moment. But a nice tip for you is that this can actually be used as buffet seating as overflow in case you can't find a seat on a busy day. Same with right here, this is the outdoor seating area right before we step inside the Surfside Grill, the main buffet, but we're going to head up that staircase there into Luna Midway. Whether it be the arcade basketball or the game where you push the bowling ball and try to get between the humps, all of these games are all free here at Luna Midway. You just tap your card and then the game will start. Here we'll also find the mini golf course, which comes at an extra cost of $5, which seems odd, but let me explain. There is a microchip inside the ball, so it'll track how many times you've hit it. It'll even give you bonus points, for example, if you get the ball to go across the London Bridge. And other examples, all of them are themed after different cities throughout the world or countries, which is really neat. Up above here, you'll also even see the Aqua slide coaster, which we'll get to the launch pad in just a moment. Amazing slide, and that is free. On the opposite side of the mini golf course, we'll find the stadium, which is another interactive game area where you can find things like the little sand table shuffleboard. You'll even find cornhole, even beer pong, which is kind of fun, and of course, ping pong. On the backside of deck number 18, we'll find a sports bar back here. So catch the big game, grab yourself a drink, and then if you turn around, you'll find the Vibe Beach Club. This does come at an extra cost. Sometimes it's about $300 per sailing for 7 nights, but that tends to vary depending on the ports and the length of your cruise. So just kind of check in before you sail if you think that may be worth for you. Here you'll also find the darts as well, or the check-in for it. The darts are free, but they do track the scores as well. Moving on up to the Glow Court. This is the interactive basketball court, which is really, really neat. There's a variety of different games you can play here as well. Up here, you'll also find a pickleball court, a dedicated pickleball court, not just your typical basketball court with a net across it. So that's always really cool if you're a big fan of pickleball. And you'll also, of course, find the Aqua slide coaster. So much fun. You're doing over 30 miles per hour before you hit the top of the launch there. But even with the intimidating sounding 30 miles per hour, it actually is really calm and relaxing just going through the slide once you hit the top. It's really, really neat, and I suggest everybody do it at least once. It is a ton of fun. New and exclusive to the Norwegian Luna is the Moon Climber as well. This is a obstacle course that you go around, you touch the little screens, and they light up your path as you make your way to the top, and there's a slide at the end, which is really fun. Now skipping back down to deck number 17 and to the Surfside Grill, which is the main buffet here on board the Norwegian Luna. It is quite small because it only goes down this one side of the ship. The other side is specialty dining that we'll get to. And my big tip is take advantage of Sukhothai that is over across. It's the Thai restaurant that's specialty dining. It is open for overflow for the main rush hours for breakfast and lunch in the buffet. Palomar is the Mediterranean seafood restaurant here on board the Norwegian Luna. This is a specialty restaurant, so you do have to pay and comes at an extra cost. But as you'll see with a lot of these specialty dining offerings that this ship has, Norwegian actually will usually include at least one night of specialty dining included in your cruise fare. So make sure you get in touch with the travel agent friends down at Cruises It in the description below. They're going to make sure you take advantage of all of those freebies that Norwegian can offer. You'll also find Sukhothai over here. This is the Thai specialty restaurant found here on board Norwegian Luna. And again, when you grab your food over in the Surfside Cafe, bring it over across the hall to Sukhothai. As you can see, there is plenty of seating here in Sukhothai. And a great view over here as well. Moving down to 16, just to show the cabin corridors a bit, a quick tip as well is that the fish always swim forward. So if you ever get lost and you need to head to the front of the ship, always follow the direction of the fish. 16 forward, though, we're going to find the Mandara Spa and Salon. This is where you'll find the big thermal suite. Absolutely incredible thermal suites you'll find here on board these Prima class ships. And of course, grab yourself a massage and just have a relaxation day here inside the spa. That's a look down into the thermal suite. There were people swimming in there. I didn't want to be too weird about it. But moving on forward all the way to the front, we have the Pulse Fitness Center, which is where you can work out. So if you've had too many burgers down at the bar, you want to work off that Cagney's from last night, head into Pulse Fitness Center and get your exercise in. Moving down to deck number 15 forward, inside the elevator bank, you'll find the Splash Academy. This is for the young kids club. So if you have very young ones, bring them down here and drop them off and enjoy a night out at the club or at your specialty dining at Cagney's. Down below one more, on 14, we're going to find Entourage. This is the teen club. So if you have a little bit older ones, bring them here and they can kind of do their own thing. Deck number 13 is all cabins, and then moving down to 12, also all cabins, but you'll find the medical center here on board. Hopefully you don't have to come here, but just in case, it's here on deck number 12 forward. 11, 10, and 9 are all cabins as well. So let's move on down to deck number 8. We're going to start out on Ocean Boulevard, which is the large outdoor area here on board the Norwegian Luna, including this section here outside the main atrium where it has the transparent flooring. Super, super cool and always really fun to stand over that on a long day at sea. There's lots of couches all the way around the deck, and even some little pods like you see right here that's a little bit more secluded and kind of blocked off to where you can kind of have it to yourself almost. So a really, really great relaxation area. You technically can access the bow of the ship here on deck number 8, but you can't really go anywhere further forward than this. So you get a cool look at like the extra anchor, but that's about it. We'll even find some specialty dining options outside here on Ocean Boulevard. Here we have Onda by Scarpetta. This is the specialty Italian restaurant we'll find here on board. So if it's a nice evening, very little breeze, then you might want to come out here and sit outside or sit inside and enjoy just the regular restaurant atmosphere. This is a very pretty restaurant. And of course, you can't really ever go wrong with Italian food. Further back on Ocean Boulevard, you'll even find some outdoor seating for Los Lobos. This is the Mexican-themed specialty restaurant here on board the ship. So, of course, again, specialty restaurants come at the extra charge, but sometimes you can include them in your cruise fare, depending on how you book. But Los Lobos is always a great option if you enjoy Mexican food. Here we have the drop slide, which actually starts up by the mini golf course. We were up there on deck number 18 earlier, and it brings you all the way down here to deck number 8 on Ocean Boulevard, right outside of the local, which does have some outdoor seating. We'll get to the local here in just a moment, but it is one of my favorite restaurants here on board the ship. Moving on back, we have some day beds, which are actually free of charge. First come, first serve, though, so they do go really quickly. You'll even find some more infinity pools here on both sides of the ship. This is built into the structure of the ship, which is really, really cool, but a fantastic pool to enjoy out at sea or even on a port day. Moving on to the very back, we have the outdoor seating for the Indulge Food Hall, another one of my favorite restaurants here on board the ship, as we'll get inside in just a moment. But there's a lot of outdoor seating here, whether you just want to sit outside and relax, or if you want to sit and bring your food out here as well and enjoy a nice ocean breeze. And of course, back here, you'll also find the Soleil bar. Moving on inside, we're going to start making our way forward through deck number 8. On the inside now, we start with the Luna bar, basically the Soleil bar, but mirrored and inside here in the Indulge Food Hall. The Indulge Food Hall is a variety of different styles of food that you'll find here. And what you do is you order off of the iPads that are at the tables, and they'll actually bring the food out to you rather than the traditional buffet where you would go up and grab the food yourself and bring it back to your table. So I really like the concept, and I also thought the food back here was fantastic, and it's pretty much fresh as well, since they are making it and serving it to you, rather than the buffet where it's under the heat lamp and then you're just grabbing it however long it's been sitting out. Moving on forward, out of the Indulge Food Hall, we actually are entering the Local. Again, one of my favorite restaurants here on board the ship. There's a quick bites area outside here, and of course you have the Local bar, but on the back side of the bar, we have the Local bar and grill, where you can actually go down and sit down and order the regular full menu. And again, the Local is free of charge, so there is no extra cost to this restaurant, unlike some of the specialty restaurants that we've been seeing to this point. Moving on forward into the photo gallery. If you have any photos taken throughout your cruise, you can go up to these little screens here, and they'll actually tap your card, and it'll pull up all the digital photos that you had throughout the cruise. Or you can buy a variety of camera accessories or cameras, or just random things like lanyards as well. So there is quite a few things that you could purchase here inside the photo gallery as well, outside of photos. Continue our journey forward, we have the art gallery. If you like any of the art pieces you find here on board the Norwegian Luna, you can purchase them here on board the ship and take them home with you. Here inside the Atrium, we have a variety of luxury shops as well, so you can buy some really expensive watches here, or come on across to the FE jewelry store and buy yourself some nice jewelry while you're here on board the ship. And you can even buy some beauty products while on board as well, in case you left them at home, or maybe you ran out throughout your cruise, or you just see some stuff that you don't find at home. The Belvedere Bar here on board the Norwegian Luna on deck number 8 inside the Atrium is one of the hot spots every night, as it seems to be kind of the source of some of the nightlife. It's a great bar, nice location to where live music and everything else like that going on. And just off the side of that, we have Onda by Scarpetta that we saw earlier today. This is where you would actually enter and check in for your meal. Here around deck number 8 in the Atrium, you'll also find just a large amount of seating here as well. So again, it's just a nice place to kind of chill out throughout the day, and even this little hardwood area is actually where they'll play and perform at night as well. And of course, a quick look into the main Atrium here on board the Norwegian Luna. This is one of my favorite, and I think one of the nicest, at least in my opinion, atriums on board any cruise ship. Decks 6, 7, and 8 forward, we have the Luna Theater and Club. This is where you'll find production shows like Elton, highly recommend, by the way. And then the seating will actually fold in, and it'll turn into a nightclub shortly after the production shows, which is really cool that it's a multi-purpose area. So you'll find things like Elton, but also the Glow Party up here in the Luna Theater. Moving to deck number 7 inside the Atrium, we have the little internet cafe, just in case you have any technical difficulties getting into the Wi-Fi. They're here to help you. And you'll even find behind there some of the kiosks where you can find things throughout the ship, including dining room menus, entertainment options, and just a variety of different things, just in case you can't find it in the app. Those are all throughout the ship, so if you can't find it there, they're usually in the elevator banks. And of course, right next to the internet cafe, we have the Starbucks that we'll find on board. This is a fully functioning Starbucks. So start your morning off here on board Norwegian Luna with your favorite drink from back home at Starbucks. And of course, don't worry, because there's plenty of seating down here on deck number 7 to enjoy that morning coffee. Come on over to the Cruise Next desk and book your next cruise, or here on board Norwegian Cruise Line, you can buy a Cruise Next credit, and basically serves as a deposit for your next cruise if you're not ready to book specifically yet, and they'll even give you some onboard credit. When you're ready to book, though, use that link in the description and contact my friends at Cruises It. They're going to take that next cruise credit and apply it to your next booking and get you the best deal possible as well. Across from there as well, we have the guest services. Hopefully there's no issues throughout your cruise, but if there is, or you just have any general questions, come on over to guest services and they'll happy to help you. Moving on back out of the main atrium, we have the Gateway. The Gateway is the beginning of the shopping district that we'll find here on board. So we'll find things like a quick little watch store, maybe some sunglasses, and then we'll make our way back into the main gift shops. The main gift shop, you'll find all sorts of Norwegian Cruise Line logo merchandise, including my personal favorite, of course, the ship model. I picked one up as well. I have over 100 models now, and it's kind of becoming a problem. But anyways, moving on back, we have Sid Norman's Poorhouse. This is a rock and roll themed bar, and of course, live music here as well. They typically will do the Eagles tribute shows here inside Sid Norman's. Continuing back, we have the Humidor Cigar Lounge, which, if you want to enjoy a nice cigar, come on in here and enjoy it while you kind of are just like in this exclusive little lounge. It also contains the smoke. That way it doesn't kind of spill out into other areas of the ship. Cagney Steakhouse is one of my personal favorites on board Norwegian Cruise Line. Best specialty steakhouse in the industry. Changed my mind. It is very, very good. Fantastic dinner and one of my favorite restaurants here on board the ship. The Metropolitan here is right outside of Cagney Steakhouse, and this is one of the main bars and lounges here on board the ship as well. So if you're waiting for your reservation for Cagney's, go ahead and grab yourself a drink while you wait for your reservation. Nama Sushi and Sashimi is a la carte specialty restaurant here on board the Norwegian Luna. Grab yourself some sushi and even have a selection of sake while you're here at Nama, and of course enjoy a nice specialty meal. Right across from Nama is, of course, Le Bistro. This is another specialty restaurant here on board the ship. This is the French gourmet restaurant. So this is going to be one of the more fancy and upscale restaurants throughout the ship, and always a very nice meal. At the very back of deck number 7, we're going to find Hudson's. This is one of the 2 main dining rooms that we're going to find here on board the Norwegian Luna. A large main dining room and, of course, a fantastic view out the back of the ship. So main dining room. This is included in your cruise fare, and you can come in here for breakfast, lunch, and dinner all 7 days throughout your cruise. And just an interesting little tip as well, the Haven, if you're staying in one of those cabins, towards the back of the ship, you even get your own dedicated elevator bank here for those Haven guests. So, cool tip. Moving on down to deck number 6, our final deck of the tour, we have the Whiskey Bar. Come on down to the Whiskey Bar, grab yourself some nice drinks, and enjoy a nice evening, or maybe even after your drink. Right next to there, we do have Hasuki, which is the hibachi restaurant. Again, another one of my personal favorites. And I had this on my cruise on the Luna, and it was fantastic. I always love a good hibachi meal. Right next to the Whiskey Bar as well is the Commodore room. This is basically just like Hudson's. It's the second of the 2 main dining rooms here on board the ship. Behind the Whiskey Bar, you'll find the Swirl Wine Bar. So grab yourself some nice wines. They'll even do virtual reality wine tasting, where they'll give you a headset and it's taking through all the countries of where the wine is made, which is kind of cool. Moving on forward, if you enjoy late night comedy, come on over into Improv for the comedy club every night. Moving on forward through deck number 6, we have the casino. The casino, test your luck. Maybe you'll come home with that big jackpot. The casino runs all the way down the middle of deck number 6 and comes out into the atrium. And of course, deck number 6 in the atrium is the bottom level. So this is where you'll find some things like Deal or No Deal and a variety of different trivia shows as well. And of course, you'll find the Penrose Bar and even a little dance lounge as well. So there's a variety of different things to do here down at the bottom of the atrium. And that'll conclude our tour of the beautiful Norwegian Luna. Let me know what you thought of the ship down below in the comment section, and let me know if you plan to sail on her soon. And of course, if you do, make sure you get the best deal by using that link down below in the description and book with Cruises It for your next cruise. Let me know you enjoyed the video as well by leaving a like down below. If you'd like to see how the Norwegian Prima compares to Luna, check out the video linked in the end card that you'll see in just a moment. But thank you all so much for watching today's tour, and we'll see you in the next video.